Welcome in. Welcome to Anti-Chats and Tarot. Hello, Taurus. Welcome in, Bulls. Here we go. Remember, not everything's going to resonate. Take what does, leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself, leave the rest. Remembering you're in charge of what you let in and what you don't in life. Here we go. Please do like this video, comment, subscribe to the channel. Taurus, what's going on here, Taurus? I hear the name Johnny. Johnny. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Something unlucky? Is Johnny unlucky on love? Something unlucky. What is it? What is it? Oh, cards in the reverse here. Knight of Wands, the Three of Pentacles. Being left out. Being left out of groups. Feeling like a distinct reaction about that immediately. And I feel like taking action instead of thinking things through. Three of Wands in the reverse. Is this a blessing in disguise that you're left out of this group? You haven't thought it through yet. You're meant for bigger. It is actually a blessing in disguise. You think you're unlucky, but it's a blessing you've been given. Look at it differently. Let's review here. You're feeling like you are getting the short end of the stick, but you're actually getting a blessing because you're not thinking big enough. You're not giving yourself enough credit. You're not... Yeah, this is a good thing that's happening. To be released from some group. Justice. It is a good thing. It's your justice. Nine of Pentacles in the I was going to say in the reverse. Weird. Nine of Pentacles. You think you're unlucky because you're on your own, but Spirit's saying take another look at that because you don't answer to anybody, so to speak. You don't have to compromise. You know, you're doing things that, and maybe those were bones of contention before when you were with people. You're doing your own thing. You're thriving. You're thriving in such a way that you're very abundant, very happy, loyal to self, I hear, following your third eye, you know, ambitions and dreams and thoughts and getting into the power of all that, as well as, you know, you have some left over to give very discerningly to others. Think again about this being alone as being a burden when it's really a gift. And how abundant you are. How much, here's what I hear. How much more abundant you are now that you're by yourself. You're independent. You're self-reliant. Look at your life. Take a few moments to just meditate, you know, quiet the mind and think about that. And I feel like many of you will say that is true. This is true. It has actually been a blessing. The message is what you're seeing as a burden has actually been a blessing. Whoa. Real dynamic energy coming out here with the Four of Cups and the Seven of Wands on the side. The leaving the group has been, yeah, it's been emotional and it's been like surprising to you. A lot of emotion here because you feel like you've been left out. That feels awful. But Spirit's saying, no, it's a gift I give you that you're no longer with this group, with this team, with this organization. And you're saying, I want to be seen. And Spirit's saying in the cards, you are going to be seen now with this blessing, not this burden. You're worried about if you, having been asked to leave this group, that, you know, there'll be repercussions like being attacked or being misunderstood, or where this situation will be misunderstood, that you're not, that you're less than or something. Spirit's saying, this is a blessing. So how to handle those feelings? Let's see, advice here. because you have had some knee-jerk reactions to this. And Spirit's definitely saying, quiet the mind and see this for what it is. It's a blessing, not a setback. Page of Pentacles and the Sun. The advice on some of these feelings about being attacked or being misunderstood or feeling less than is focus on your happiness, because you know, as you do that, this group isn't it. This organization isn't it. You know, it's just the shock of being let go or something like that. But really, when you think about your happiness, it doesn't mesh up. So your happiness is to be let go. Your happiness is for another opportunity somewhere else, okay? So Spirit's just asking you to take the time to get past a little of this shock. Don't be so reactive and see this for the blessing that it is. You deserve better. And Spirit had to do it in such a way that it was very dramatic. The Lover's in the reverse because your life was off balance. So that's why this came in very quickly. Because maybe you weren't closing it out. Yeah. You were coming at this more like, I don't control this, but now that it's happened, you want to control it, okay? And Spirit's saying, now is not the time to control this. Roll with the blessing. Queen of Swords. Yeah, what do I cut out? Who do I get mad at? Who do I need to be firm with? And Spirit's saying, don't try to control this. See it as a blessing. You'll be more abundant now than ever, I hear. 7 of Cups. Cut out the illusion that this is somehow a setback for you. That's what it is. Very clear message. The messages all today have been very clear. Anything else here, Spirit? Yeah, you were working with somebody who was abusive or multiple people. Spirit asked you to focus in on that, you know, things that Spirit didn't want you to have to put up with. In the workplace or yeah, I see it's in the workplace actually. Almost to the point where you're just you were in survival mode. You know, you were just almost giving up. This is just how I survive. I'm just held back. This is just the way of the world. No, Spirit says, look, help arrives. I am the help that arrives, just when it needs to arrive. Divine timing. 8 of Swords in the reverse. Just when you feel like hopeless, there's no reason to go after anything. There's no victories here. I have to always recover from every day. I don't understand where it is I'm going. I don't see the truth anymore in me or in my situations. I'm losing my self-confidence, my self-esteem in the process. Yeah, because there were people that weren't in my corner, not wishing me well. And the energy just slowed to a halt. You're working with a bunch of know-it-alls. Ugh. Yeah, recovering from them. Spirit wants you in a more healthy place. Yeah, because you're dynamite. You're dynamite on your own. You're dynamite with your ideas. Probably ideas were stolen in this environment. You know, come on. And in fact, I'm hearing this for some of you, the threat of letting you go was just to control you further, to keep you there and be that much more under the thumb, because they don't want to lose your ideas and your hard work. You're the workhorse, something like that. But Spirit says your justice is that you get out on your own and you make the money you're making for other people for yourself. You make the abundance happen for yourself, not for others anymore. It's not sitting where it's comfortable, or in this case, it was even uncomfortable, but you didn't want to try something maybe more bold. It's about trying the bold. It's about trying what nurtures and supports you, okay? A focus in on you. Wow. And because you weren't closing this out, Spirit wanted so much more for you. Close it out, and kind of abruptly. You would definitely agree. Bringing in your balance. Take some time here. You have some sort of time that you have available to you to gain enlightenment here, that this is a blessing for you. This is a blessing in your life. Your life changes now. It's a focus in on you now. It's a focus in on your foundation. Seeing the disappointments for what they were. Wow. Needing to heal from that. The disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. And the feeling of, I can handle this. I can handle this. And Spirit saying, I don't want you in that mode. This is what I see in the cards. I don't want you in that mode. I want you enjoying life. I want you enjoying celebrations. A lot of the messages today have been about that. Enjoy the joy of life. It happened quick, though, and that's part of the pain. But you're going to see real quickly how love envelops you. Love from others that are willing to help you. Love for, taking the time to say, what do I love? What do I enjoy? And going those places, doing those activities. And that blossoms something new in your life. Wow. Because you weren't being seen where you were, and that was designed. Spirit, that was by design. Spirit is transitioning you out of there in a forceful way. Get back in your corner. Know your worth. Ask for help if you need it during this transition, but look at this as a blessing for sure is the message. Yeah. Recovering from just a very gross dog-eat-dog, very competitive environment. And you put up with it for so long. But now it's all about new beginnings. Yeah. Double confirmation on the new beginnings. Abundance, beauty, inspiration. That's what's around the corner for you, dear bull. So remember, this is a blessing. This is a blessing. See it as such. Very clear message. I hope that you've liked it. Hope you found it helpful. Please do like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment below. Until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.